The HOA-controlled luxury company didn't look like a normal workplace. It looked like a private kingdom built with glass and silence. The air inside was expensive, cold, heavy with rules written between walls. Everyone walked straight, breathed soft, and spoke only when needed. Laughter didn't exist here. Mistakes didn't survive here. People wore expensive suits like armor, shiny watches like medals for battles they never fought. Walls were white, clean, too perfect to feel human. In the middle of this kingdom worked a man who didn't match anything around him. His name was Liam Hayes, age 34, single father, night technician. His badge didn't shine. His shoes didn't polish light. His eyes carried tired nights, not ambition. And his heart, hidden behind old shirt and quiet voice, held a hurting story that nobody here knew. His wife, Anna, died 2 years ago in a hospital room where machines beeped like countdowns. She smiled at him before leaving, and that smile stayed inside him like ghost, like promise. Since then, Liam learned how to raise a 6-year-old boy alone, how to cook with little money, how to fix old shoes, how to hide tears while telling bedtime stories. At night, when most people slept, Liam wore company jacket and entered the building like shadow. Nobody cared to greet him. He entered through service elevator because workers who fix the magic don't deserve to enjoy the magic. He walked empty halls, pushing toolbox, lights dim, screens showing silent graphs. He fixed things nobody thanked for. AC units, server fans, small wires, broken screws. Things that hold giant building together but never get applause. At 2:38 a.m., night was deep, street outside quiet, city asleep except for few cars carrying drunk laughter. Liam sat in server room, small box with blinking lights around him like stars trapped in metal. The room smelled like dust, old coffee, cold air. His eyes half closed, mind heavy with thoughts of Theo, his little boy, sleeping alone in small apartment, hugging teddy bear missing one eye. Liam checked phone for message from babysitter. Nothing new. He opened chat with his sister, Julia, person who used to help him before moving to another city. He typed slowly, fingers tired but heart quick, "I miss you." But screen glowed soft and his eyes fought sleep. His finger slipped. The message went not to Julia. It went to name above it. Olivia Hart, the CEO. The most powerful woman in the building. Woman who owns floors like people own shoes. Woman who signs papers that decide futures. Woman nobody talks to without permission. His thumb hit send without his brain noticing. He closed eyes for second and sleep snatched him like thief. He slept on chair, head against wall, phone fallen on lap, screen dark. His sleep wasn't peaceful. He dreamed about his wife. Her voice calling his name from long hallway. He ran to her, but hallway kept stretching like road made of pain. She stood far away, smiling, holding their son's drawing, whispering something he couldn't hear. He tried running faster, but his feet felt heavy like stone. When he reached her, she dissolved like smoke in wind. He woke breathing fast. Not in dream, back in server room. Something pulled him awake. Sound of heels. Sharp rhythm. Controlled steps. Not random shoes. Those steps belonged to someone powerful. He sat straight quickly, heart racing. Time, 7:02 a.m. His body hurt from chair. His shirt stuck to back from sweat. He wiped face, trying to look normal. But normal is not possible when CEO stands 10 steps away. Olivia Hart stood quietly in doorway, arms relaxed, expression unreadable. She didn't wear anger. She wore silence. And silence is heavier than anger. Sun behind glass wall made her outline glow, like she carried light that room didn't deserve. She looked at him, not like boss looks at worker, but like human looks at human. That was scarier. Liam's brain ran fast. Did she see the message? Did she think he was begging? Did she think he was trying to manipulate? He wanted to speak first but voice stuck. His throat dry. He forced words but nothing came. Olivia didn't speak immediately. She walked slowly inside room, heels echoing like clock. Every step made his heart louder. She stopped near table. Her eyes focused on his face, not his badge, not toolbox, not messy hair, his eyes. And Liam felt naked, like she could see nights of crying, mornings of pretending, broken dreams held by cheap tape. She bent down, picked something from table. A small lunchbox, blue plastic with cartoon sticker faded from years. There were 2 toys inside, broken car and small drawing covered with crayon stars. She looked at it carefully. "Theo," she said quietly. Liam blinked, surprised she knew his son's name. He nodded slowly. She placed lunchbox on table again. There was no mocking in her tone, no coldness. Only something dangerous. Care. Care from CEO is danger because world never gave Liam soft words without price. She looked at him again and whispered with voice gentle like whisper of mother. "Why didn't you tell me?" That sentence cut deeper than sharp knife. It wasn't accusation. It was question full of emotions Liam didn't understand. Tell what? Tell he was hurting? Tell he was alone? Tell he cried in this room at 3 a.m. while thinking about wife? Tell he sends voice notes to himself to feel conversation? Tell he works double shifts to pay fees for therapy sessions for child who doesn't understand why mother never returned? Liam opened mouth, closed it again. Words drowned in throat. He looked away, ashamed. Olivia walked closer. Not like boss approaching employee, but like someone approaching broken place carefully. "You sent me message," she said softly. At 2:38 a.m. Liam felt cold inside. His stomach twisted. He looked at phone on table. He grabbed it, open screen. Message was there. 3 words. Simple. Heavy. "I miss you." He tried to speak fast. "It was mistake," he said, voice shaking. "I meant for my sister. I was tired." He stopped because voice cracked. Embarrassment hit him like wave. CEO reading his pain like open book without pages is nightmare he never imagined. Olivia didn't move. She didn't step away. She asked again, slower, "Why didn't you tell me?" "Tell what?" Liam didn't know answer. Nobody ever asked him about feelings. Managers asked about machines, numbers, tasks, deadlines, not loneliness. He looked at floor. "It's not your job," he whispered. "I work. That's all." Olivia's eyes softened. "You work. And you break," she said. "Everyone breaks. But breaking alone is dangerous." Liam wanted to argue, but his mind lost words. Olivia took small breath, controlling her own memories. She said something that hit him like storm. At 2:40 a.m., when I read it, I remembered my father. He worked at night too. Liam looked up, surprised. CEO with billionaire background talking about father? She continued, "He never told anyone he was tired. He never told anyone he was sad. And one day, his heart stopped on road while driving home." She looked away for a second, eyes wet but strong. "I was 13. Liam felt everything stop around him. She wasn't just CEO. She was someone with scars like his. She turned again. "I built this company with one rule. Nobody here should die silently while serving people who sleep." Those words felt like truth thrown into a world full of lies. Liam didn't know what to say. Silence filled room like fog. Olivia stepped closer. "Last night, cameras showed something you don't know." Liam's heart jumped. Cameras? He remembered crying holding his son's drawing, whispering words to wife. Did cameras record that? He looked terrified. Olivia understood fear in his face. "Not for punishment," she said gently. "For truth." She took tablet from her bag, typed something. Screen turned on. It showed footage from night. Liam on chair, head down, holding lunchbox, touching drawing of child, tears falling silently. No sound. Just pain. It lasted 20 seconds. Liam looked away, eyes burning. Shame mixed with heartbreak. Olivia paused video and looked at him. "This is reason I am here," she said. "Not your mistake. Your truth." Liam swallowed. He wanted disappear. He wanted run. But his legs heavy. "Please delete it," he whispered. Olivia shook head slowly. "I won't. Not until you understand something." She leaned slightly, voice soft. "You don't need to suffer alone to prove your strength." Liam closed eyes. Tears rolled without permission. He tried to wipe them but hands shook. Olivia didn't react with shock or pity. She stood quietly, giving him space to break without judgment. Liam never cried in front of strangers. Today he cried in front of CEO of building he cleans every night. He cried like father who held whole world on tired shoulders. He cried for wife he couldn't save, for son he tries to protect, for message he sent by mistake that became mirror for his pain. When he controlled breath again, Olivia spoke softly, "I want to know what you need." Liam laughed bitterly, like someone who doesn't believe help exists. "Nothing," he said. "I just work. I have child. That's enough." Olivia nodded slowly. "Work is not life," she replied. "Child is life. Work must serve life, not destroy it." Liam looked at her again. She was not speaking like boss. She was speaking like someone who learned truth late. He said nothing. Words empty. She turned tablet off and placed it in her bag. She walked to door. But before leaving, she stopped and said something that became first light in Liam's darkness. "I will not let this company take your life away from your son." Liam looked up, confused. What did she mean? She walked out quietly, heels fading in hall. He sat alone, shaking, mind full of questions. Why did she care? What does she know? What will she do? He looked at phone again. 3 words still on screen. "I miss you." He whispered to himself, "I miss her too." He meant his wife. He meant himself. Outside room, world started moving. Workers entered building, laughing fake laughs, talking about coffee, pretending life perfect. Liam sat inside room where last night and today collided like 2 worlds. He didn't understand future, but something changed. This wasn't normal day. This wasn't normal mistake. CEO came at dawn for message meant for sister. And she said words that broke him because they were honest. "Why didn't you tell me?" He didn't know answer yet. But story started with question. And answers would change everything. Liam stayed in the server room long after Olivia left, hands shaking, eyes heavy with tears he didn't want. Breath slow like someone trying to hold broken glass inside chest without bleeding. Her words kept echoing inside his mind like soft hammer. "I will not let this company take your life away from your son." Nobody ever said something like that to him. Managers told him to work faster. Supervisors told him to cover extra shifts. Bills told him to accept pain. Only one woman, the most powerful woman in the building, told him that his life mattered. It felt unreal, like dream. But reality came quickly. Footsteps in hallway, staff arriving, lights turning on, screens glowing, morning noise pushing night emotions away. He wiped face with rough hand, trying to erase sign of tears, trying to wear normal face again. He picked lunchbox, kept toys inside, cleaned chair marks, pushed toolbox out. While walking through hall, people passed smiling fake smiles, saying good morning without looking, tapping badges, acting perfect. Nobody knew that few hours ago the CEO stood in dusty server room asking a single father why he was breaking alone. He reached locker room, changed shirt, washed face with cold water, stared in mirror. He hated crying. He hated looking weak. He whispered to himself like father talking to himself in fight, "No more crying today." But eyes still red, heart still heavy. He punched cheeks lightly, making skin hurt so eyes stopped burning. He breathed deep. At 8:10 a.m., his shift over. He had time to go home, drop toolbox, wake Theo, walk him to school. He rushed out of building, head full of confusion, feet moving fast without thinking. Outside, morning city alive, buses honking, people rushing, children walking with mothers, workers eating cheap breakfast from small stalls. Real world didn't know anything about messages sent at 2:38 a.m. or CEOs walking into dark server rooms at sunrise. At home, Theo was already awake, drawing on paper. He smiled big when he saw Liam. "Daddy." Liam sat on floor next to him, pretending nothing happened. "Hey champion," he said softly. Theo showed drawing, stick figures holding balloons. "This is you and Mama in sky," he said with innocent pride. Liam's heart squeezed like someone grabbed it from inside. He smiled, eyes soft. It's beautiful. Theo didn't know his mother died. He only knew she went to stars. Liam felt tear forming and swallowed it like poison, because today he promised no crying. He cooked breakfast, eggs, 2 slices of bread, milk. Theo talked non-stop about school friends, like storm of small happiness. Liam listened, smiling, trying to forget night. After dropping Theo at school, he walked slowly toward bus stand, trying to understand Olivia's question. Why didn't he tell her? Tell her what? That his salary too low to survive? That he slept only 3 hours every night? That his son cried at night asking for mother? That he kept old shoes because money must go to school fees? That he talked to his wife's photo sometimes when loneliness big? How to tell that to CEO who lives in world without hunger? But something about Olivia felt different. Her eyes didn't wear power. They wore pain, old pain from childhood. Bus ride back to company felt long. Liam sat near window, watching faces outside, thinking about life like movie he didn't choose. When he reached building again, security guards looked confused seeing him return. He explained he had meeting with system manager. They nodded without question. Inside, hallway buzzing with people, voices sharp, papers flying, phones ringing, screens open with emails. Something big happening. He walked toward system control office. But before reaching, he saw someone unexpected, Olivia, standing near glass meeting room, talking to group of directors. Her face calm but voice strong, body posture like wall. Directors leaned forward, listening. When she saw Liam, her eyes didn't change. She continued talking, but gave small nod, like silent message, wait. He stood outside, pretending to check cables so nobody asked why technician waiting near CEO meeting. Minutes later, meeting ended. Directors left with tight faces, whispers sharp, eyes narrow. One man looked at Liam with disgust, like seeing dirty shoe in clean room. Liam lowered eyes. Olivia opened door and signaled him in. Room empty now, quiet like confession chamber. She closed door gently. Sit, she said. Liam sat awkwardly, toolbox beside chair like child holding teddy bear in front of judge. Olivia walked slowly, like thinking deeply. I want to show you something, she said. She took folder from table, thick file with heavy paper. She placed it in front of him. Liam opened it, expecting nothing good. Inside was document stamped with company seal, transfer request. For a moment, words blurry. He read again. It said he would be moved to branch 3 hours away. No transport support, no childcare support, no housing. That branch located in industrial zone, no school near. Morning shift only. Salary same. Liam felt cold. His stomach twisted. He imagined waking at 4 a.m., leaving Theo alone, no one to pick him, no one to help homework. He imagined Theo crying alone. He imagined failing as father. His hands shook. He looked up slowly. Olivia watched his face, reading emotions like open book. They made this decision without asking me, she said quietly. I found it yesterday. Liam felt anger rise, anger he never allowed. Why? He asked. Olivia answered slowly, because they want cheap labor. They want interns to do your job for half price. They don't care about life behind badge. Liam stared at file again. He felt blood in ears. When? He asked. Olivia said one word, tomorrow. That hit like bullet. Tomorrow? No time to fight. No time to plan. Everything stolen overnight. He closed file, breathing heavy. His eyes burned again. Olivia sat opposite him, elbows on table, voice low, I stopped it today. But they will push again. Liam shook head slowly. Why stop? Olivia looked straight into his eyes. Because work should not break families. Liam laughed without smile. Work breaks families every day, he said. Olivia nodded. Yes. And nobody fights it. That's why people like your father died suffering. Liam confused. My father. Olivia realized she spoke from memory, not his. Sorry, she whispered. My father. Then she leaned back, crossed arms slowly. Liam, you think I don't understand pain. But I built this empire to protect people like him. She pointed to Lunchbox. People who go home to little toys, not big houses. Liam didn't know what to say. Nobody put him in protected category before. He was always last. Last in line. Last in pay. Last in decisions. Olivia continued, I want to offer something. If you trust me once. Liam stiffened. What offer? She breathed slow. I want you to stay. I will fight the board. But for that, I need truth from you. Full truth. Liam lowered eyes. He didn't like truth. Truth hurts. She leaned forward. I need to know everything. Your schedule. Your financial struggle. Your child's needs. Your fears. So I can protect correctly. Liam looked at her like she asked for heart surgery. Nobody in power wants truth. They want easy story. He shook head slowly. I don't want pity. She shook head too. This is not pity. This is strategy. Before he could reply, glass door opened sharply. 2 board members walked in without knocking. Suits expensive, faces angry. They saw Olivia and Liam sitting. Their eyes turned to stone. One of them, older man with white hair and cold eyes, said, Why is technician here? Olivia replied calmly, I called him. The man scoffed. For what? Are we running charity now? Liam lowered eyes, fists tight. Olivia stood, height making her look stronger than them even without shouting. We are running a company, she said, not machine that burns humans. Second man snorted. He is replaceable. We have 5 interns ready. Olivia's voice turned colder than glass. Replaceable people don't work alone at night, saving system failures caused by your budget cuts. Liam's eyes widened. She defended him with truth he never spoke. Older man stepped closer. Enough emotions. Vote already planned. He moves tomorrow. Olivia stepped between Liam and board member. Move him and I resign. Silence stabbed room. Men stared at her, shocked. Liam shook head slowly, whispering, No. Olivia didn't look at him. She didn't blink. Board man laughed. Resign? For a technician? You're insane. Olivia answered without fear, for a father. That sentence hit everyone like electric storm. Room quiet. Men angry. They looked at Liam, eyes full of hate, like he removed money from their pockets. Older man hissed, If he stays, your budget cut 30%. Olivia nodded. Cut it. Liam whispered again, No. She ignored, eyes locked on enemy. Board members left with doors shaking. Liam sat frozen. Olivia turned slowly. Now you know truth, she said. They want to break both of us. You for being poor. Me for protecting poor. Liam stood, shaking. Why? Why risk everything? Olivia replied, Because someone risked everything for me once. And I survived. Liam didn't understand, but pain in her voice said story deeper than office politics. He looked at file again, then at door. Something broke inside him. Not weakness. Decision. He grabbed paper, folded slowly. I will not let you lose because of me, he whispered. Olivia frowned. What are you doing? He spoke quietly, I resign. Today. Olivia's eyes widened. No. Liam nodded. Yes. This way, you don't suffer. They get what they want. And my son still has school here for few weeks until I find something. Olivia stepped forward, voice shaking with anger. That is running, not fighting. Liam looked down. I am father. I don't fight wars that hurt my child indirectly. Olivia whispered, You are already in war. He whispered back, I never started it. He placed folded paper on table, walked past her, hands shaking, vision blurry. Olivia didn't stop him physically. She stood still, watching man sacrifice everything to protect woman who protected him. Pain covered her face for a second. She picked resignation paper with hands that trembled slightly, like memory of father's death shaking her bones. Liam walked through hall like ghost. People passed, but nobody knew he just gave up job to protect someone powerful. Outside, wind cold. Sky gray. He stopped near street corner, pulled phone from pocket. He sent one message, last, small, heartbreaking, thank you. I miss who I was before life broke me. Send. He turned phone off. He walked into rain starting slow, drops cold on face like tears from sky for people who cry too much. Rain fell hard and fast, turning street into thin silver lines while Liam walked without umbrella, without direction, without strength to think. Water soaked his shirt, cold through skin, but his mind didn't feel rain. It felt only weight of decision he made, a decision heavy like stone tied to heart. Cars passed, horns loud, people rushed, nobody knowing a single father just quit job not because he wanted, but because he refused to let woman who helped him lose everything. He reached bus stop, sat on metal bench wet from storm, rain dripping from hair, eyes staring at distance where tall buildings looked like giant walls standing against small people. He wondered if his wife would be proud or angry. Proud because he protected someone who protected him. Angry because he gave up job they needed. He whispered her name once, voice shaking, Anna, then stopped because speaking her name in rain felt like calling ghost. His phone stayed off. He didn't want see reply, didn't want break again. But somewhere in tall building he left, Olivia held his resignation in hand, reading his last message again. I miss who I was before life broke me. Words heartbreaking like child's drawing torn in middle. She sat alone in meeting room, rain outside like noise of pain she couldn't drown. She remembered father working nights, eyes red, hands rough, smile soft only for her. She remembered he never told anyone he was dying inside. She remembered finding his coat on chair, wallet with picture of her, letter he never finished writing. She closed eyes, whispers escaping, I am not losing another one. Board members walked past glass, whispering like snakes, satisfied like hunters who killed lion. They smiled at each other. They didn't just remove technician. They forced CEO to bleed emotionally. They believed they won war. They didn't know war just started. Olivia stood slowly, grabbed resignation with strong fingers, folded it carefully like paper of truth, not failure. She walked out of room, heels hitting floor like drum of new battle. Outside building, Liam still sat, rain lighter now, mind darker. He thought about Theo's school fees due next month. He thought about rent. He thought about lunchboxes, crayons, socks with holes. He thought about birthday coming, small cake, candle he would buy even if money small. He thought about future that looked like fog. He stood when bus arrived, but he didn't get in. Something inside him didn't want go home with broken heart so early. He walked instead, feet moving from pain not plan. He reached small cafe he used to visit with Anna when she was alive, a place where walls had old photos, air smelled like coffee and stories. He sat in corner, ordered tea he couldn't afford today. Steam rose, face warmed slightly, but heart still cold. His mind whispered cruel truth. What now? He didn't know. His whole life built around building he just left. He took small sip, bitter taste mixing with salt of tears he didn't wipe. Suddenly door opened loud, small bell ringing like alarm. Olivia walked in, hair slightly wet, coat dark from rain, eyes scanning room. When she saw Liam, everything else disappeared for her. She walked straight to table, no hesitation, no fear of people watching. Liam froze. His throat tightened. He didn't expect her here. She stood in front of him, breathing heavy like she ran. Before he could speak, she placed resignation paper on table slowly. I didn't accept it, she said quietly, but voice strong inside quiet cafe. Liam looked at paper, pain returning. You must, he whispered. They will hurt you. Olivia sat opposite, shoulders straight, eyes sharp. They already are. But I don't run. Liam shook head. Being CEO gives you power. Olivia replied, being human gives me reason. Liam felt something break again, but this time not from pain, something like light cracking through darkness. Olivia leaned closer. The board wants you gone because you cost money they want to keep for themselves. But they see only spreadsheet, not child. Liam swallowed, eyes burning. Child doesn't matter to them, he said bitterly. Olivia nodded. Child matters to me. Liam couldn't answer. Emotions drowned words. She took breath, low voice carrying memory. When I was child, board tried remove my father. He worked as engineer, good, loyal, but they wanted cheaper replacement. He begged for job because I was small. They removed him anyway. He broke. He died early. Her voice cracked first time. Liam stared. This wasn't CEO story, it was daughter story. She continued, that day, I promised I will build company where no child loses parent to cold decision. She looked at resignation. If I let you go, I break promise to dead man who gave me everything. Silence heavy, filled with two lives crossing like roads that never planned meet. Liam whispered, I can't be reason you suffer. Olivia smiled sadly. You are reason I remember why I built this. She touched paper. Board wants to bury truth. I won't expose it. Liam shook head. You will lose position. Olivia replied softly, better lose position than lose purpose. Rain tapped window like applause of ghosts. Liam looked down, tears falling on table, mixing with tea drops. He didn't hide now. He let pain come because pain needed witness. Olivia didn't interrupt. She let him cry like human, not employee. When tears slowed, she spoke gently, like mother speaking to child, trust me once. Liam looked at her through water. Trust breaks, he said. Olivia nodded. So does bone. But we still stand. She opened folder she brought. Inside was document new, different. Liam read title, Protection Clause, Critical Employee Exemption. It meant if she signs, board cannot transfer him without her permission. And she already signed. Liam's eyes widened. Olivia sighed. I took bullet before you walked away. You left too fast. Liam leaned back, overwhelmed. Heart confused between gratitude and guilt. He whispered, why go so far? Olivia answered, because nobody went far for my father. I will not repeat mistake world made. Liam covered face with hands, breath shaking. After seconds, he looked at her. They will attack you harder now. Olivia smiled cold, like warrior. Let them try. They fight with money. I fight with story. And people follow story. She took his hands from table, gentle but firm. Liam, staying means war. Leaving means regret. Which can you survive? Liam thought about Theo growing, asking why father gave up chance because afraid. He thought about wife who fought cancer without crying in front of child. He thought about promise he made her last night she lived, I will raise him strong. Leaving now meant breaking promise. He whispered, staying. Olivia nodded, eyes shining with respect. Then we fight together. Liam exhaled slow, feeling weight shift from hopelessness to purpose. But he remembered something. His phone off. He turned it on. Screens flooded with missed calls, messages. One from Olivia, come back. Don't run. 10 from unknown number. Spam? No. Same number multiple times. He opened first. Where are you? Come to lobby. Second, we need talk. Third, they are planning something. Fourth, please come. It is urgent. This wasn't spam. These messages from one person, system administrator, old friend from work. Liam looked at Olivia, fear rising again. We must go, he whispered. Olivia stood without asking. They left cafe quickly, walking fast through rain, cars passing, horns loud, faces blurry. They entered building through side door to avoid bored eyes. Inside lobby quiet, early afternoon lull. But in corner near glass railing, someone sat waiting, young man in grey jacket, wet hair, shaking leg. He saw Liam, came fast, voice urgent. You need see something. He opened laptop, screen showing internal email leaked accidentally. Board planning meeting tonight, without CEO, To vote remove her power, use clause she ignored 1 year ago. Liam's stomach dropped. They won't remove you. Olivia read line by line. Her face didn't show fear, only anger controlled like fire inside jar. They think I will panic, she whispered. Liam angry too. They won't punish you for saving me. Olivia closed laptop slowly. No, she said. They won't punish me for remembering my father. Liam confused. She explained quietly, when leader remembers pain, leaders become dangerous for people who profit from pain. Then something happened that changed direction of story. Phone buzzed again. Not Liam's. Olivia's. She checked screen. Unknown number. One line, stop or we hurt him. Liam's heart stopped. Him. Olivia read again. She looked at Liam slowly, something scary in eyes. Theo, she whispered. Blood drained from Liam's face. World around him blurred. Noise faded. Only name remained like scream. Theo. His son. His life. He grabbed phone, read message. Cold. Short. Enemy not playing with job now. They jumped to heart. Olivia placed hand on his arm to steady him. Think, she said calmly. Fear is their weapon. They want you break. Liam's brain exploded with images. Theo walking home from school. Someone watching, someone waiting. He ran for door. Olivia held him. No. You go blind. You lose. We protect smart. He shook, breathing fast, panic beating chest like drum. Olivia continued, call school. Now. Liam called with shaking fingers. Teacher answered calm. Theo in class. Safe. Fear dropped slightly but stayed like snake under bed. Olivia looked at him. They don't have him. They threaten to break your mind. Liam angry like never before. I will kill them, he whispered. Olivia shook head. No. We kill their power, not their bodies. She took deep breath. Listen carefully. They want you to run away. If you run, they win. If you stay beside me, we fight. Liam wiped eyes quickly. How can I fight when my son? Olivia cut gently. You fight for him, not against enemy. You build world where nobody can threaten you again. Liam stared, heart slowly changing shape from fear to steel. He nodded once. Olivia nodded back. Now I give offer. It will hurt. It will change everything. Liam braced. Olivia spoke softly but clear. Come with me. Let me fix this story. Liam looked at her. Rain falling outside like world crying for people fighting silent wars. He didn't know how she would fix it, what price, what plan, but he understood something deep. This woman didn't fight for him only. She fought for her father she lost, for her childhood she lived alone, for promise she made to grave of man who died breaking for child. Liam whispered, I trust you. Olivia whispered, then we rewrite the end. When Liam whispered the words I trust you, it didn't feel like sound coming from his mouth. It felt like his heart-opening door that stayed locked since the day his wife closed her eyes in hospital and never opened again. Olivia heard those words and something inside her chest tightened, the way memory tightens around old scar. Trust is heavy when it comes from someone who lost everything. She nodded once, not big nod, just small movement like soldiers give each other before stepping into fire. The young system administrator closed laptop and left quietly, understanding that what he saw was bigger than files and votes. Liam and Olivia stood in lobby for a moment, surrounded by tall glass walls, reflections of their two bodies looking like small figures inside huge machine built by people who never learned to love. Olivia spoke first, her voice low, words precise like sharp blade. We don't fight bored in hallway. We fight in truth. Liam didn't understand yet. Truth felt weak in world where money speaks louder, where signatures decide lives. But Olivia wasn't talking about documents. She was talking about something deeper. People watching. People talking. People feeling. She walked toward elevator, Liam behind her, heart beating fast like someone running without moving. They entered elevator. Doors closed. Silent metal box holding two people planning to fight whole system. Olivia pressed top floor where boardroom sat like throne. Liam felt panic rise again, thinking about message threatening his son, thinking about bored seeing him return, thinking about war against men who kill reputations for breakfast. Elevator climbed slow, lights changing like countdown. Olivia looked straight ahead, jaw tight, hands relaxed only by force. She spoke without looking. I need you to hear everything they say. Not defend. Not argue. Just hear. Liam confused. Why? Olivia answered, because betrayal is loud only when loyal ears listen. Liam didn't ask again. He stayed silent. Elevator opened to hallway covered in thick carpet, walls decorated with expensive frames, fake paintings of nature owned by people who don't know how real trees smell. Board members stood outside glass door, talking low, sharp whispers like knives rubbing together. They stopped when they saw Olivia. Eyes turned cold, fake smiles covering real hate. Old man with white hair spoke, "We didn't expect you." Olivia replied, voice calm like ice, "I don't need invitation to room I built." Liam stood slightly behind her, like shadow attached to storm. Older man's eyes landed on Liam, full of anger. "He came back?" he asked. Olivia didn't blink. "Yes." Board member laughed small bitter laugh. "So our CEO chooses emotional charity over business sense." Olivia stepped forward, "My business is humans. You count numbers." His jaw tightened. "This building stands because of numbers." Olivia replied, "This building stands because someone cleans it at night, someone fixes it when you sleep." Board member's face turned red, fury controlled behind skin. He turned to others, "This is why shareholders doubt her." Olivia walked past him, opened boardroom door, walked in. Liam followed. Room large, long table like weapon, screens on walls, chairs expensive leather. Board members sat, adjusting ties, looking like kings planning attack. Olivia stood at front, not taking seat, presence stronger standing than 100 chairs. Liam stood behind, near wall, like soldier in courtroom. Meeting started with fake politeness. Old man cleared throat, "We call emergency meeting to stabilize leadership." Olivia's eyebrow moved slightly, nothing else. He continued, "CEO made emotional decisions risking company's stability. She protected one technician at cost of budget." Olivia answered, "I protected father at cost of greed." Silence sharp. Another member, woman with gold bracelet, spoke, "Personal stories don't run company." Olivia took breath, "Stories run world. That's why you fear mine." Board looked at each other, uncomfortable truth burning them. Gold bracelet woman pointed at Liam, "He is nothing. He can be replaced." Liam felt words like slap, old pain returning from childhood when he was called nothing by teacher who never knew his mother cried after hearing it. But today he didn't lower eyes like before. He looked straight at woman. Not with anger. With something stronger, quiet dignity. Olivia saw that and stepped between. He is father. Father is never nothing. Woman laughed, fake laugh. "So we hire every single father now?" Olivia replied, "No. We protect person who worked hardest." Old man slammed pen. "We are not here to raise children," he shouted. Olivia didn't move. "Then why do you earn money? To sleep alone in empty houses? To die like machines that made numbers and nothing else?" His face twisted. He looked at others. "See? Emotional instability." Another board member, young man with expensive glasses, spoke, "Company losing millions if we keep this bleeding heart leadership. Investors already scared." Olivia's voice calm, "Investors scared because you hide truth. Investors trust story, not spreadsheets full of lies." Young man angry, "Truth? What truth?" Olivia looked back at Liam, then at board. "Truth of who keeps building alive. Truth of people you call replaceable. Truth of nights when humans break alone so you can shine in morning." Room silent. Liam's heart beat loud. He felt something new, respect for her that felt like weapon in right hands. Old man leaned forward. "Enough. Vote." He raised hand. "Vote to remove CEO's authority until next quarter." Hands slowly rose. 1, 2, 3. Liam's stomach dropped. They were winning. Power of money crushing power of memory. Olivia stood, breathing slow, watching hands rise like dark birds. Then she spoke, last card, before vote, something you all must see. She pulled tablet from bag, connected to screen. Liam knew what was coming, his video. His private pain now tool in war. He panicked quietly. No, he whispered. Olivia ignored. Screen showed video. Liam holding lunchbox, wiping tears with hand, whispering something to drawing. No sound. Just image. Pain visible like open wound. Board members watched, confused. Old man scoffed. Why are we watching this? Olivia turned to them. Because this is the man you call nothing. Silence heavy. Liam felt naked, exposed in front of people who hate softness. But Olivia spoke, voice turning room into mirror. He lost wife. He works nights alone. He raises child alone. He fixes your building while you sleep. And yesterday, you tried move him to city with no school. Woman with bracelet frowned. We didn't know. Olivia replied sharply, you didn't care. Bored uncomfortable. Even rich hearts feel something when confronted with real tears. Olivia continued, story is power. His story will destroy you if you vote today. Old man angry. Blackmail. Olivia smiled slowly. Truth is blackmail only to liars. He stood. Enough. Take him out. Security near door moved. Liam stepped forward, but Olivia raised hand, making him stop. Her voice turned to lightning. Touch him and I walk outside this room and tell world everything you did to crush fathers like mine. Room froze. Even security froze. She walked toward old man, inches from his face. You will lose everything you built on broken backs. Old man shook, fear and anger fighting inside him. He looked at others, seeking support. Young man looked away. Gold bracelet woman lowered eyes. No one willing to carry sin on face. Old man sat slowly, defeated. Olivia returned to front. Now vote again. Silence. No hand raised. Not support. Not against. They stayed still. Which meant vote died. Olivia looked at Liam, eyes soft now, not fire. Meeting ended. She walked past board without looking. Liam followed quietly, heart stunned. Outside room, hallway empty. Door closed. Battle ended not with scream, but with truth. But war continued in shadows. Olivia stopped near window, looking at city. Liam stood beside. She spoke softly, now they will try destroy me quietly. Liam worried. Because of me. Olivia turned to him slowly. Because of truth. Not because of you. He felt guilt, heavy like rock tied to leg. She saw it. Don't carry my war, she said. Carry your promise. Liam looked confused. Which promise? Olivia smiled small, real smile, the one you made in hospital. To raise boy strong. Liam swallowed, remembering wife's hand squeezing his, whispering last words, make him brave. Tears returned but didn't fall. Olivia leaned against window. You will not resign. You will stand. And I will stand beside you. Liam nodded. Something inside him transformed, fear turning into purpose. But fear still lived, especially because of message threatening his child. He whispered his worry, they know his name. Olivia nodded, serious. We will protect him. Liam asked, how? Olivia turned fully, eyes sharp again, by making you too visible to attack. Liam confused. Olivia explained, they hurt invisible people. They can't touch person everyone watches. He finally understood. She wanted make story public. She wanted world to see him. Fame as shield. But fame heavy for man who hates attention. Liam took breath. I am scared, he confessed. Olivia didn't lie, so am I. Two scared people planning stand against empire. Fear shared becomes courage multiplied. Olivia stepped closer, voice softer, I will handle board. You handle heart. Liam whispered, heart. Olivia nodded. Your son. He must feel safe even if world not safe. Liam nodded slowly. He understood now. War outside, love inside. She walked toward elevator. Liam followed. Inside small metal box again. Eyes meeting metal reflection. Two figures side by side. Olivia said one more line before doors closed. They tried destroy my father. They will not destroy you. Liam whispered something without thinking. Then I will not let them destroy you either. Olivia looked at him, eyes soft and proud. Elevator reached ground. She stepped out like general leaving battlefield. Liam followed like soldier who finally knows reason for war. Outside building, sky clearing after rain. Sun pushing through clouds like truth pushing through lies. Liam looked at street where cars moved, people rushed. World unaware that inside tall building, story changed shape. Not big revolution. Just two hearts refusing break quietly. But war far from over. Behind glass walls, board whispered again. One voice cold, we remove her slowly. Build case. Media. Investors. Make her look unstable. Another voice replied, and him. Cold voice answered, he is her weakness. We use him until he breaks. Their whispers like poison moving quietly, waiting for right moment. Liam didn't hear, but Olivia felt it. She knew enemy doesn't stop after losing vote. Enemy rest, plan, strike deeper. As they walked outside entrance, Liam asked slowly, what now? Olivia answered, eyes on sky, now we show world who you are. When Olivia said now we show world who you are, Liam understood only half of her plan. Because heart full of fear thinks small, but mind full of purpose thinks wide, like horizon. But fear still lived inside him, like dark place at back of mind where enemy's message kept echoing, stop or we hurt him. He walked beside Olivia outside building. Sun touching pavement still wet from rain, cars passing, people busy with problems smaller or bigger than his. He looked around instinctively, scanning street like father looking for threat even when threat invisible. His steps slow, heavy. Olivia noticed tension in shoulders, in eyes always watching corners, in breath short like someone running inside without moving outside. She spoke gently while walking, they don't have him. They want your mind to break, not your son. Liam nodded, but fear doesn't leave because someone says words. Fear leaves only when heart believes safety. And heart still remembered pictures of Theo sitting alone. Small backpack hanging low. Tiny shoes stepping into world without mother. They entered building again through side entrance to avoid eyes of board who waited to twist any moment into weapon. Elevator carried them down to basement floor where no directors walked. Only workers who made building alive. Mechanics, cleaners, guards, technicians. People like Liam. Olivia walked through hallway like she belonged here more than in boardroom made of marble. Everyone surprised to see CEO walking into place where rich feet never touched floor. She greeted people by name, small respectful nods, eyes warm for seconds. Workers whispered, why she here? With him. What's happening? Rumor lifted like smoke inside underground room. She stopped near maintenance office and looked at Liam. This is where fight begins, she said softly. Liam confused. Fight here. Olivia nodded. Not boardroom. Heart room. He didn't understand fully. She walked into office, workers silent like soldiers seeing general. She asked mechanic leader, old woman with strong eyes, can we borrow your space for 10 minutes? Woman nodded without question. Olivia closed door. Inside small room, tools hanging on walls, smell of oil and dust, old radio silent. Small table with coffee cups stained from years of long nights. Olivia stood facing Liam. I need you to sit, she said. He sat on old wooden chair, hands shaking slightly. Olivia placed folder on table. Not resignation, not protection clause. Something different. She opened it and turned papers toward him. Look. Liam looked. Words heavy, public statement, employee rights and fair work policy. Presented by CEO Olivia Hart with night technician Liam Hayes. Liam stared long, not understanding. This is your plan, he whispered. Olivia nodded. Board hits reputation. We hit story. Liam shook head slowly. I can't stand in front of cameras. I'm nobody. Olivia leaned closer, voice soft but sharp. Nobody is exactly who world listens to when truth feels real. Liam's throat tight. He imagined lights, cameras, microphones, strangers judging. His face shown everywhere, an enemy watching stronger. His fear jumped. If I stand, they will attack me harder. Use Theo. Olivia's face softened like mother remembering fear long ago. They want to raise your face, not show. When world sees you, they lose control. Quiet threats work on invisible people. Liam swallowed slow. She continued, visibility is shield. He whispered, shield breaks. She replied, so does fear. Silence sat with them for minute like third person in room. Liam stared at toolbox, thinking about nights fixing broken wires, about nights crying in server room alone, thinking nobody sees, nobody hears. Now woman who sees everything asking him to show pain to whole world. Fear felt bigger than yesterday. But something else also bigger. Promise he made to Anna before she closed eyes. Promise to make life better for Theo. Better means safe. Safe means strong. Strong means visible. He exhaled long. When? He asked. Olivia answered, tonight. Shock hit him like cold water. Tonight. Olivia nodded. Before they build story against me. Before they build story against you. Liam shook head, hands tight. I need time. Olivia's voice firm, time is weapon they use. They write narrative while you hide. No hiding. She stood, walked behind him like teacher guiding student through fear. But if you can't do it, she said softly, I will stand alone. Liam looked up fast. No, he whispered louder. You stood for me. I stand for you. Decision made. Fear still there, but something stronger stood beside it. Loyalty. Not loyalty to company. Loyalty to person who held his truth without judgment. Olivia smiled small, rare smile, like sunrise seen through window in winter. Thank you, she said quietly. They left maintenance room and walked through hallway. People watched, eyes wide. Rumor fire moving fast. Liam felt shaking inside but kept walking because steps don't stop when mind cries. They stop when heart dies. And heart alive because of child waiting at school with crayons and dreams. By afternoon, building buzzed with news. CEO and technician to make public statement. Employees talked in lunchroom, in elevator, in bathrooms. Some supported quietly. Some doubted. Some feared board would punish everyone. But real seeds planted. Story strong enough to make people feel something real in cold glass office. Evening came with heavy clouds. Lights turned on early. Lobby filled with media equipment, cameras, wires everywhere. Microphones lined like weapons ready to fire questions. Security checked room 3 times. Olivia walked in wearing simple suit, not fancy, not armor, just quiet confidence. Liam walked behind wearing clean shirt he ironed shaking hands. Old shoes polished best he could. His heart loud like drum inside chest. When he saw cameras, he almost froze. Olivia turned slightly, eyes meeting his. Just one look. Enough. His feet moved. Stage small, 2 seats, 1 table. Olivia sat first. Liam sat next. Reporters waited. They smelled story like wolves smell blood. Murmurs filled air. Lights bright, too bright for someone used to darkness of server room. Olivia began with calm voice, today, we talk about truth. Reporters lifted pens. Not financial truth. Human truth. She told story of father who died working at night because no one protected him. She didn't cry. She let words cry. She then turned to Liam. And today, I introduce someone who works at night like my father. She gave room space to breathe. People waited. Liam felt world staring, expecting words he didn't have. He spoke. Not loud. Not prepared. Just honest. I fix machines here at night, he said, voice small but strong. I lost my wife 2 years ago. I raised my son alone. I worked here while he slept, so he can eat, study, smile. A camera zoomed. He continued, eyes on floor half-second, then up. Yesterday, board tried move me to another city where my son can't study. My CEO protected me. Not because I am special. Because I am father. Reporters silent. No questions yet. His voice shook once. People like me invisible. We clean floors you walk on. We fix lights so you see. We sit in dark rooms while you sleep in warm beds. But our children need us home, not broken. Olivia looked at him, eyes soft. He breathed deep. I sent message by mistake. I miss you. It was for my sister. But maybe I sent because I miss life before breaking. Silence heavy. His eyes wet, voice clearer now. My CEO came. She didn't punish. She asked why I didn't tell. Nobody asked before. Not teachers. Not bosses. Not world. A reporter wiped eyes discreetly. Liam continued, so today I tell. I tell for other fathers working nights. I tell for mothers cleaning offices. I tell for people who missed someone and had no one to tell. He finished with sentence that stayed in room like thunder. Work should not take parents from children. That line cracked something inside everyone listening. Reporters clapped first. Employees watching on screens clapped. Even some board members watching secretly on phones felt sting of truth. Questions exploded. How did board react? Will you fight? Liam scared for a moment. But Olivia took MIC yes, she said. We fight. Not against system. Against cruelty inside system. She didn't blame names. She blamed mindset. Smart move. War without pointing swords. Press conference ended. Room breathed again. Liam felt legs weak. When lights turned off, he almost collapsed. Olivia supported his arm. You did it, she whispered. He shook head. I just told truth. Olivia nodded. Truth hardest speech. But battle not done. Upstairs, board watched with anger, not sadness. Old man slammed laptop shut. She turned him into weapon, he hissed. Woman replied, public loves drama. Investors will question us. Young man whispered, we take her down differently. Slowly, using his story against her. And enemy evolved. As expected. When truth wins in sunlight, lies move to shadows. Downstairs, Liam walked outside building, air cool, body tired like he carried mountain for hours. He didn't go home immediately. He walked to school, even though event finished long ago. He watched yard where children played earlier. Empty now. But memory of Theo smiling in small class felt strong. His phone buzzed. Message from Olivia. You made world see invisible people. I am proud. He typed reply slowly, I'm scared. She responded within seconds, courage is fear walking forward. He went home, opened door, found Theo sitting with crayons everywhere. Making new drawing. Daddy on stage, small crowd, hearts around. Theo looked up. Were you on TV? Liam laughed through tears. Maybe. Theo hugged him. You did something big. Liam nodded, voice shaking. For you. Night deep now. Outside, board planning knives. Inside, father holding child like shield and reason. Before sleeping, Liam looked at phone one last time. New message from unknown number, you went public. Smart. But story not over. He didn't reply. He whispered to darkness, then I won't stop. And sleep came slow, heavy, but peaceful for first time in years. Because tonight he didn't cry alone in server room. Tonight he cried in light. Morning arrived slow. Grey clouds hiding sun like world hesitating to shine on someone who just stood against powerful people. Liam woke early, body heavy. Dreams broken into pieces of fear and pride mixed together like two colors fighting in water. Theo slept beside him. Small hands wrapped around toy he never let go. Mouth slightly open like child dreaming simple stories while father dreams battles adults must fight. Liam watched his son's face and something inside him softened then hardened at same time. Because love softens heart but danger hardens spine. He moved quietly to kitchen, boiled water for tea, hands shaking slightly not from cold but from weight of yesterday. When he opened phone, messages filled screen. Some from co-workers saying proud of you, some from strangers saying you made me cry, some from people angry saying you used CEO for fame, some from numbers unknown saying nothing good. But one message stood alone, heavy like stone, story not over. He stared at it long. That one line carried threat bigger than 100 praises. He left house early, walked Theo to school, holding his hand tighter than usual. Theo skipped small step, talking about drawing he made yesterday. I made you big on stage, he said with bright voice, and CEO nice lady gave you star. Liam smiled but heart heavy. He bent down, kissed Theo's forehead, said I love you with voice deep like promise. Teacher greeted them, unaware of war around little family. Liam watched Theo run into school, backpack bouncing, laughter flying like bird escaping cage. When gate closed, Liam exhaled slowly, long breath of fear leaving body only halfway. He walked to building again, tall glass tower reflecting cloudy sky, like giant mirror showing him bigger than he feels. Inside lobby, employees looked at him differently today. Not invisible worker. Visible human. Some smiled, some nodded, some whispered, some stared with curiosity like he was mystery opened last night. Rumor climbed floors faster than elevator. He reached his workstation, old server room that held his pain for months. Now room looked different, not because walls changed, but because truth entered yesterday. He sat on chair where he cried alone, touched table where his tears dried, and realized loneliness leaves mark even after tears disappear. Door opened quietly. Olivia stepped in. No guards. No assistants. Just her. She looked tired, eyes slightly red, not from crying, from night without sleep. She closed door behind, walked to table, sat opposite him. For a moment they didn't speak. Silence thick like memory shared. Then she said soft, you did something yesterday most leaders never do. Liam shook head. I just told truth. She replied, truth hardest speech. Lies easy. Liam nodded slowly. She placed folder on table. Different color. Dark blue. No title outside. She pushed it toward him. You should know story, she said quietly. Liam opened folder slowly, expecting documents, numbers. But inside were photos. Old. One photo. Young girl holding man's hand outside small house. Man smiling tired smile. Girl smiling bright, eyes like Olivia's. Next photo. Same man sitting on hospital bed, skin gray, eyes weak, girl holding his hand. Tears in her eyes. Next. Funeral photo. Liam felt breath stuck in chest. He looked at Olivia. Her face calm, but eyes far away, seeing past not room. She spoke slow, my father worked nights like you. He fixed machines while rich people slept. He never asked help. He broke alone. He died because nobody protected him. Liam swallowed, throat tight. She continued, I promised I will never allow board to break another father. Liam stared at photos again. Pain in pictures familiar like mirror. He whispered, I am sorry. Olivia shook head. Don't be. My story built my strength. Yours builds yours. She closed folder slowly, like closing old wound. But board will not stop. They fear leaders with heart. They fear men like you because truth is louder when spoken by quiet voices. Liam remembered threatening message again. They know Theo, he whispered. Olivia nodded once. Serious. They will use what hurts you. That is how they win wars without blood. Liam's hands shook slightly. How to protect him? Olivia leaned closer. By showing world you are fighting for him. Public love stories of fathers protecting children. Board cannot touch someone world loves. Liam looked confused. You want make story bigger? She nodded. Yes. Light kills shadows. Before Liam could answer, door opened suddenly. Young assistant walked in, face pale, breathing fast. They released article, she said. Olivia stood, eyes sharp. Assistant showed phone. Page open. Headline loud, CEO exploits single father for publicity, fake emotion strategy. Article full of lies, twisted facts, photos cropped to show wrong story, comments exploding with judgment. Liam felt hit in stomach. Olivia read fast, jaw tight, not panic, anger. Assistant scared. It's spreading. Investors calling. Board blaming you. Olivia closed phone gently. Calm like storm center. Of course, she whispered. Liam's heart broke again. They use me to hurt you, he said quietly. Olivia turned to him. They use pain to control narrative. But narrative changes when truth louder. Liam confused. How? Olivia breathed slow, deep like fighter entering ring. We answer. Not with press. With story. She walked across room, grabbed piece of paper, wrote few lines fast. Tonight we speak again. Not in building. Outside. In park. With people. Without stage. Without lights. Assistant shocked. Media will come anyway. Olivia nodded. Yes. And they will see real story. Not boards painting. Liam scared again. More exposure. More risk. More eyes. But something inside changed yesterday. Fear still there, but trust sitting beside it. Not trust in company. Trust in person who shared pain without hiding. He nodded slowly. Okay. Olivia looked at him. Before tonight, you must go home. Stay with Theo. Your strength comes from him. Liam knew she was right. Sitting alone writing speeches will not make him strong. Holding child makes him strong. He left building early. In hallway, employees watched him with support now. Some touched his shoulder. Some said quiet respect. Some held tears. He walked out, street loud, but mind quieter than morning. On way home he bought small cake even though no celebration planned. He wanted smile on Theo's face before world takes breath for next fight. At home, Theo ran to door, eyes shining. Daddy. TV man. Liam laughed. Why you call me TV man? Theo giggled. Teacher said you famous. Liam lifted him, kissed cheek. Famous silly, he said, holding child like shield around heart. They ate cake early, just 2 people in small apartment. Frosting messy on table. Laughter bouncing off walls where sadness lived before. For moment world outside paused. Liam forgot article, forgot board, forgot threats. In that moment he was only father, not fighter. Later, when Theo slept, Liam sat near window, watching city lights like stars stuck in glass. Phone vibrated. Message from Olivia, are you ready for tonight? Liam typed, I don't know. But I try. She replied, trying is courage. He stared at screen long, feeling something between fear and strength. At 7 p.m. he left apartment, wore simple jacket, hands cold. He walked to park where Olivia told him to come. Park quiet, few people, trees dancing in wind, benches empty except one. Olivia sat alone, coat long, hair moving slightly, like painting in wind. No cameras yet. Just 2 people. He sat beside her. She didn't look first. She spoke soft. My father told me something before he died. I never said it to anyone. Liam listened close. He said, people die twice. First when heart stops. Second when story is forgotten. She looked at him directly. Today, we stop second death for fathers like him and mothers like your wife. Before Liam could speak, voices approached. Reporters. Cameras. People curious. News of park meeting spread fast like fire on dry leaf. Small crowd formed. Olivia stood, turned to Liam. You speak first, she said. Liam panicked for second. What do I say? Olivia whispered, say truth without trying make it pretty. Liam took breath, heart pounding in throat. He stepped forward, cameras shining like sun. Crowd quieted. Liam spoke, voice shaking but honest. Article says I was used. They wrong. I came because I don't want other parents break alone. I came because my son should see father fight even when scared. People silent. He continued, yes, I hurt. Yes, I cried. But crying not weakness. Crying is proof heart alive. Someone clapped. One. Then more. Olivia stepped beside him, put hand on his back gentle like mother supporting child. She spoke loud enough for cameras. This is real story. Not headline. Not manipulation. Two people fighting system that forgot how to care. Reporters fired questions. Olivia answered with calm fire. Liam answered with clean truth. People filmed on phones. Some cried. Some smiled. Some texted friends. Story spreading real way. Not through boards machines, through hearts. He said cold. Liam walked to center of room, eyes burning, voice steady like someone who cried enough to have no tears left. You used my pain to kill her career, he said. Silence sharpened air. Chairman smirked, we use facts. Liam replied, louder, you use fear. Woman tried talk, this is private meeting. Liam cut through, my life used publicly without asking me. Nothing private now. Room froze again. Board didn't expect man they called weak to stand in room built to make people small. But grief makes some people bigger. Liam continued, voice slow but sharp, yes. I cried. Yes. I broke. Yes. I failed sometimes. Yes. I wake with fear every day. But none of that makes me bad father. It makes me human father. No one blinked. He took breath. You called me unstable because I showed emotion. But instability is hiding truth until it destroys someone. Young board member tired smile. Emotions don't run company. Liam's answer cut deeper. People with no emotions shouldn't run lives of others. Chairman stood, voice trying regain control. Why you here? To defend her. Liam shook head. No. To defend promise. Board confused. What promise? Liam looked at them one by one. Promise to my wife while she was dying. Promise to raise child strong. Strong not means silent. Strong means honest even when scared. His voice cracked but didn't stop. She didn't ask me tell story to save her. She told me tell story to save others like me. Room energy shifted slightly. Someone lowered eyes. Liam continued, you say she used me. But she listened. When nobody listened. Voice soft now, breaking air like glass threads. When I cried in room full of machines, she saw not weakness. She saw father trying stay alive for child. Before chairman replied, door opened again. Olivia entered. Alone. No lawyers. No guards. No fear. She walked like truth behind storm. She stood beside Liam, shoulder to shoulder. You started without me, she said with calm that scared men who used threats as weapons. Chairman cold, we are voting. Olivia replied soft but sharp, vote for numbers. I stand for humans. Chairman turned papers, we remove you based on emotional instability, public scandal, and poor judgment. Olivia's eyes didn't blink. Then remove. But before vote, know what you remove. She looked at Liam briefly. Then spoke something deeper than speech. Power is not when people fear you. Power is when people trust you. Chairman louder, investors don't trust sentiment. Olivia quiet, investors trust story when story true. He raised hand, vote. Some hands rose halfway, uncertain. Others didn't move. He looked angry. She dragged company into emotional chaos. Olivia replied, company was already in chaos of greed. I pulled curtain. You angry because truth looks ugly when light hits it. Chairman shouted, enough. Olivia lowered voice, yes. It is enough. Suddenly Liam stepped forward again, heart in mouth. He exposed deepest wound without plan. You want scandal, he said. Here is truth. I almost gave up on life after wife died. I wanted disappear. I worked nights because dark easier. I texted I miss you to wrong number because I missed person who no longer here. That was breakdown. Not conference. And she didn't use it. She saved me when world didn't care if I wake or not. Board stunned. They expected weakness confession to hurt CEO. Instead it crowned her. Liam continued, voice shaking but powerful. If you fire her, many like me will break alone because they will think nobody cares about people at bottom. Silence again. But silence now different. Heavy with truth nobody prepared to carry. Chairman tried last blow. Company cannot be therapy center. Olivia answered calm. Company not jail either. She stepped closer to table. You want remove me? Remove. But let story show world who you are. Chairman's hand froze above paper. Vote died in air. Nobody wanted be face of cruelty now that story exposed. One board member stood slowly, unexpected. Woman with bracelet. She looked tired, ashamed. I lost my husband to stress 5 years ago, she said quietly. Room shocked. I forgot pain when counting profits. She looked at Olivia. I vote she stays. Chairman furious. Traitor. Woman replied, human. Another member nodded. Then another. Chairman stood alone. Vote reversed. Olivia remained CEO. Chairman grabbed papers, stormed out, face red with failure born from truth he couldn't control. Door slammed like end of era. Room breathed again. Some board members walked to Liam, small apology in eyes even if mouths silent. Olivia looked at him, eyes soft like dawn after long night. She didn't hug. She didn't cry. She placed hand on his shoulder, gentle weight. She whispered words that broke him in best way, you saved me. Liam eyes filled instantly, tears hot. No, he whispered. You saved me. She shook head slightly. Today you saved my father's promise. He broke quietly, not with loud sob, but with silent tears falling on floor where greed tried bury truth. Olivia let him cry, standing beside like tree beside river, grounding flow. Meeting ended. War ended. But something new began. Not company program. Not policy. Story. Story that showed people in building that leadership not always loud. Sometimes leadership quiet father telling truth shaking. Sometimes leadership CEO fighting room full of suits without armor except memory of father's face. Later that evening, Liam went to school, picked Theo. Playground full of children. Shadows long from sunset. Theo ran, jumped in arms. Daddy. Liam lifted him, heart full like cup finally filled. Teacher waved, smiling. Some parents looked, some recognized him from news, some whispered, some smiled respectfully. On sidewalk, Theo asked small innocent question, Daddy, why people talk about you? Liam smiled, tears light not heavy now. Because I told story many people needed hear. Theo nodded like he understood everything even if didn't. Children understand heart language better than adults who forgot. They walked home, hands locked like promise sealed. Liam looked at sky slowly clearing, clouds moving away like fear leaving chest. He whispered inside heart to wife gone, I kept promise. And world around him looked same maybe, but he changed. And when person changes, future changes. At night, after putting Theo to bed, Liam stood near window again. Phone lit with message from Olivia, tomorrow we start real work. Father program, night worker support, education fund. This is beginning. Liam replied, thank you. She replied one more line, words like healing light, I miss people who fight for love. You are one of them. He held phone, breathed deep. Tears came but not from pain. From relief. From healing. From knowing story that broke him also built him. And story that saved CEO also saved promise buried under years of silence. Outside, city lights brighter, not because bulbs stronger, but because man inside window no longer invisible.